Hey there, have you ever just stopped for a second, looked around you, and thought, what is all this stuff really? What is everything actually made of? Well, today, we're going to dive in and figure that out together.
So, let's kick things off with a super simple question. Think about a chair. Why is it usually made of wood and metal? Why not something, I don't know, squishy, like rubber? It sounds like a silly question, but this simple little puzzle is going to be our guide for this entire journey.
To answer that, our first stop is the world of objects all around us. We're going to start by breaking things down into their most basic parts.
Okay, so here's the first big idea. Our world is absolutely full of objects. Your desk, your cup, the phone in your hand, they're all things we designed and built for a specific reason. Each one has a job to do.
Let's jump back to our chair for a second. A lot of the time, the main part, the frame, is made out of wood.
But then it's held together with metal parts, like screws and brackets. So right away you see one single object that's smartly built from two different materials working together.
Now let's think about something else, like a tire. You're obviously not going to make a tire out of wood or metal. That would be a very uncomfortable ride. It has a totally different job to do. It's got to grip the road and absorb bumps, so it's made of rubber, a material chosen just for that.
And what about a bottle? Now, this is where it gets really interesting. A bottle can be made of glass, or it can be made of plastic. So here, for the exact same object, we actually have a choice of materials. And that observation, well, that's the key to our next big question.
And that brings us to the most important question of all. Why? Why these specific materials? Why is a tire made of rubber and a bottle made of glass? To find out, we have to get into the science of stuff.
The answer really boils down to this one simple word: properties. A property is just a special trait a material has that makes it useful for something. You could almost think of it like a material's own special superpower. In this table here, it lays it all out perfectly. Just look at how a material's key property is matched to what we use it for. Wood is strong, which is perfect for holding you up in a chair. Metal is hard, also great for a sturdy frame. But rubber? Its superpower is flexibility, exactly what a tire needs. And glass is clear. See, the property always matches the purpose.
This brings us right back to our choice of bottles. So why pick glass? Well, its main property is that it's clear, so you can see what's inside. Easy, but why pick plastic? Because it's light, which makes it way easier to carry. Two different materials, two different properties, two different reasons for choosing them. It's all about picking the right tool for the job. Okay, so we've gone from objects to the materials they're made of, and then to the properties of those materials. Now we're going to zoom out one more time to the most fundamental principle of all, the three states of everything. This is the foundation of all materials. You see, all of these materials we've been talking about, wood, metal, plastic, they're all just different forms of what scientists call matter. And matter is simply everything around us. It's anything that has mass and takes up space. It's pretty much the basic stuff of the universe.
And here's the really amazing part. All of this matter, everything that makes up our world, exists in just three fundamental states. Not a million, not 100, just three.
The first state is solid, and this connects right back to our chair. Solids, like the wood and metal it's made from, keep their own shape. Their atoms are all locked into place, giving them stability. You can't just pour a chair into a cup, right?
Next up, we have the liquid state. A liquid, like water, is totally different. It doesn't keep its own shape. Instead, it just flows to take the shape of whatever container you pour it into.
And the third and final state is gas. A gas, like the air all around us, is even more free. It doesn't just take the shape of its container. It expands to fill the entire space, no matter how big it is. So we've come full circle. We went from a simple chair to the wood it's made of, to its property of strength, all the way down to the fact that it's a solid form of matter. So now, let's tie this all together and see why it matters.
So let's just recap the big ideas we've uncovered. We know our world is full of objects, and we build them from materials we choose specifically for their unique properties, like being strong or flexible. And at the most basic level, all these materials are just matter, which exists as a solid, a liquid, or a gas. This isn't just a list, it's a whole way of understanding how we interact with the physical world.
And why is this so important? Because understanding this simple but powerful chain of logic, from the state of matter to the material's property to the final object, is literally how we build our entire world. It's the foundation of all engineering, design, and technology.
Which leaves us with one final, big question. We have used this knowledge to build the world we live in today. So knowing what everything is made of and why, what will we choose to build our future with?